The 1970s were a golden age for country music, a decade of soul, steel guitars, and stories that hit you right in the gut. These are 12 country songs only real fans remember and never forgot.
Did you happen to see the most beautiful girl?
Number 12, The Year That Clayton Delaney Died by Tom T. Hall.
Well, I know there's a lot of big preachers, and they know a lot more.
Kicking off our list is a storytelling gem from 1971 that only true fans still hum today. Tom T. Hall, known as the Storyteller, released this hit with Mercury Records, and it shot to number 1 on the Billboard Chum Hot Country Singles.
Well, it's said for the last 2 weeks that he suffered and cried.
It was inspired by Hall's childhood friend, Lonnie Easterly, the real Clayton Delaney. What made this song unforgettable wasn't just its melody, but its raw honesty. Hall wrote it in one sitting, emotionally drained after revisiting the memory of his idol's passing. Picture this: a dusty porch, a transistor radio crackling in the summer heat, and this song drifting out as a kid learns about life, loss, and legends.
When Clayton died, I made him a promise I was gonna carry on.
Decades later, it remains a masterclass in country songwriting, reminding listeners that every small-town hero has a story worth singing. From quiet reflection to a barn burner that had dance halls stomping across America. Number 11, Louisiana Woman, Mississippi Man by Conway, Twitty, and Loretta Lynn.
Hey, Louisiana woman,
Mississippi man,
we get together every time.
This 1973 duet brought chemistry, charm, and chart-topping power straight from the heart of the South. Released on MCA Records, this single soared to number 1, becoming one of the duo's signature songs. It captured the wild energy of two lovers separated by a river and united by desire.
well, I thought I'd been in love, but I never had. Two lives wrapped in the arms of a Mississippi man.
Here's something fun. Conway and Loretta had so much chemistry that fans often thought they were a couple in real life, even though they were happily married to other people. This was a song made for spinning on a wood plank dance floor, boots kicking up dust and laughter echoing from corner booths. Their harmonies were electric, and the banter in their delivery made it more than a song.
Mississippi man, I'm a losing my mind. Gotta have your love one more time.
It was a full-blown performance. It set the gold standard for male-female duets in country music, ready for a tune that made hearts ache across America. Number 10, He'll Have to Go by Jim Reeves.
He'll have to go.
Technically released in late 1959, but its radio power lingered deep into the 1970s. If you grew up with a parent who loved country, this one was always playing in the background.
Closer to the phone.
Jim Reeves' velvet voice delivered this slow-burning ballad with RCA Victor, reaching number 1 and holding it for 14 weeks. Its understated power made it a staple for decades. Here's the twist. Reeves recorded it with the mic unusually close to his mouth, giving it that intimate, almost whispered feel. It was ahead of its time in technique.
Is he holding you, though?
Imagine sitting in the passenger seat of your dad's Ford Galaxy, watching streetlights blur by as this played low on the AM dial. It's not just a song, it's a memory. One that paved the way for the Nashville sound and kept Reeves a radio staple long after his passing. Let's turn the dial to another chart crusher with a hidden heartbreak. Number 9, Behind Closed Doors by Charley Rich. This 1973 smash hit blended country with a touch of smooth soul and made Charley Rich a crossover sensation. Released on Epic Records, it hit #1 on the country charts and even cracked the pop charts, winning Rich a Grammy and CMA's Entertainer of the Year.
Lord, don't she make me smile?
But did you know? Producers originally thought it was too sensual for radio. One station in Georgia even banned it for a time. That only fueled curiosity. Couples slow danced to it at weddings. Bartenders paused when it came on. It wasn't just a song, it was a vibe. Picture a smoky bar, neon lights buzzing, two lovers swaying as Rich's voice wraps around them like a velvet curtain.
It makes me bright. Lord, don't she make me bright?
It blurred the line between country and romance and helped usher in a smoother, more mainstream country sound, from secret passions to southern resilience. Number 8. Coal Miner's Daughter by Loretta Lynn. Loretta Lynn's 1970 autobiographical anthem is a snapshot of rural America that still echoes in the hearts of those who grew up modest but proud. Released on Decca Records, it reached #1 and became Loretta's signature song.
That's the one thing that Daddy made sure he should.
So powerful, it inspired a best-selling autobiography and an Oscar-winning film. But the original demo was recorded in one take. No polish, just raw truth. Imagine a chilly morning in Butcher Hollow, Kentucky. A mother stirring beans, a father heading to the mines, and a young girl humming Dream.
Well, I've seen her fingers bleed to complain.
Loretta didn't just sing about her roots, she brought them to life. This song became an anthem for blue-collar pride and country grit. Time to tip our hats to a song that defined heartbreak. Number 7, He Stopped Loving Her Today by George Jones.
He stopped loving her.
If you're over 50 and don't feel something when this plays, check your pulse. Released in 1980 but written and recorded throughout the late 70s, this song almost didn't happen. George Jones hated it, said it was too sad, too slow, but producer Billy Sherrill pushed it through. When it dropped under Epic Records, it soared to #1 and won every award in sight, including CMA Song of the Year 2 years in a row.
She told him, forgetting time.
Picture a funeral in a one-stoplight town, rain falling, a woman in black standing at the back, and George's voice filling the silence. Jones called it the best country song ever written. Most fans agree. It marked his comeback and reminded the world why he was the possum. And now, let's pause for a quick moment.
Every single high low.
If these classics are tugging at your heartstrings or stirring up old memories, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. We post new vintage country countdowns every single week, keeping the golden years of music alive for fans like you. Now, let's crank it up for a tune that shook the jukebox. Number 6, Rhinestone Cowboy by Glen Campbell.
Like a rhinestone cowboy.
Glen Campbell gave us an anthem for dreamers in 1975, one that bridged the gap between country grit and Hollywood shine. Released by Capitol Records, it topped both the Billboard Hot Country and Hot 100 charts.
Walking these streets so long, singing.
That rare crossover power made it one of Glen's biggest hits. Here's a cool detail. Campbell first heard it on a demo tape and immediately knew it was his song. He recorded it that same week. Close your eyes and picture a kid in a small town, hair slicked back, dreaming of stardom while strumming a guitar on the porch.
With a Subway token and $1 tucked inside my...
Rhinestone Cowboy wasn't just about fame. It was about hope, perseverance, and shining even when the world doubts you. From glitter to gospel soul. Number 5. Kiss, an Angel. Good Morning by Charley Pride.
Kiss an angel, good morning.
This 1971 hit was sweet, simple, and impossible not to sing along with. Charley Pride, one of country music's most groundbreaking figures, released it on RCA and it hit number 1 on the country charts and top 40 pop. Proof that great songs know no bounds.
Some old friends on the street, they want to knock out the...
Fun fact. Charley had doubts about the song at first. It felt too happy for the era, but fans fell in love instantly. You can almost hear it spinning on a kitchen turntable, pancakes on the griddle, kids giggling nearby.
People may try to guess the secret of...
Its cheerful rhythm and heartfelt message made it a staple on country radio for years and helped Charley cement his legacy. Let's roll back to a song that brought raw heartache. Number 4. Don't It Make My Brown Eyes Blue by Crystal Gayle.
Don't know when I've been so blue.
Released in 1977, this sultry hit wasn't just a chart success. It was a defining moment for female artists in country. With Warner Brothers backing her, Crystal Gayle took this to number 1 on the country charts and number 2 on Billboard's Hot 100.
Tell me you love me and don't let me cry.
Here's the twist. Gayle had blue eyes, not brown. But that didn't stop her from pouring every ounce of emotion into this dreamy ballad. Picture a lonely diner, late at night. A waitress wiping down the counter. A heartbroken soul staring out the window. And this song on the jukebox. It brought country elegance into the mainstream and helped open doors for crossover success. From quiet tears to outlaw twang. Number 3. Mamas Don't Let Your Babies Grow Up to Be Cowboys by Waylon, Jennings, and Willie Nelson.
Cowboys ain't easy to love and they're harder to hold.
Outlaw country came roaring in with this 1978 classic. Rebellious, real, and ready to rumble. Released on RCA, it hit number 1 and won a Grammy for Best Country Performance by a duo or group.
Even with someone they love.
Originally recorded by Ed Bruce, Jennings and Nelson gave it a rougher, grittier edge that connected with a country changing fast. Imagine a dusty rodeo ground, the smell of leather and beer in the air as this song played over loudspeakers under a setting sun.
Let 'em be doctors and lawyers themselves.
It became an anthem for every restless soul who ever wore boots and chased freedom. And it made Waylon and Willie household names. Now let's drift to a track that became the soundtrack of the road. Number 2. Take Me Home, Country Roads by John Denver.
Take me home, down country road.
John Denver gave every traveler an anthem in 1971, a song that felt like a warm embrace after a long journey. Released by RCA, it climbed to number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 and eventually became West Virginia's official state song. Here's a surprise. Denver had never been to West Virginia when he recorded it. The imagery came from his co-writers Bill Danoff and Taffy Nivert. Still, the longing in his voice made it feel like home. Think of long drives through winding hills, windows down, with this playing on the tape deck. It's more than a song, it's a feeling. But there's one more track, and it's a tearjerker known by heart. Number 1. Stand By Your Man by Tammy Wynette. Released in 1968, but an anthem throughout the 1970s, Tammy Wynette's most iconic song defined country devotion.
Sometimes it's hard to be.
Cut under Epic Records and produced by Billy Sherrill, it hit number 1 and stirred both praise and controversy. Feminists protested it. DJs debated it. Tammy simply said it was about love. The song was written in just 15 minutes, but its impact has lasted over 50 years.
But if you love him, you'll forgive him.
Visualize a young wife ironing in the early morning, sunlight streaming through gingham curtains, mouthing the words that gave her strength. It became a cornerstone of country identity and Wynette's crown jewel. If you've enjoyed this trip back in time, don't forget to like and subscribe for more country classics every week. And there you have it, 12 unforgettable country hits from the 1970s that only true fans still remember. These songs weren't just chart toppers, they were life soundtracks. They played on radios in pickups, jukeboxes in diners, and living rooms filled with laughter and tears. Thank you for walking down memory lane with us. Up next, we're heading into the 12 country songs, only 50-plus year olds remember, biggest hits from the 1960s. With a whole new batch of legends and unforgettable stories, don't miss it. Until then, keep the memories alive and the music louder than your regrets.